of yellow.
Hello, welcome to episode 42 of the Lovely Job podcast. I'm Leah Spicer-Pownall. I'm the marketing manager of Miss Bush, and this is...
I'm Emma Marshall. I am the MD of Miss Bush.
How you doing?
All right, actually. Oh, look, I'm much more awake than you are.
Yeah, you're hosting with a zombie today.
Yeah, for the benefit of the listeners, who did you go and see
I went to
last
see
night?
Deftones and Weezer at Crystal Palace last night, which was an absolute mission to get there and back.
How was the actual gig, though?
It was good, but it was very, very hot. I was just like, I'm going to get heat stroke if I'm not careful, because it was absolutely boiling. So it was just in this completely open area, the sun just like beating down on us. But it was really, really good. Just very tiring. A bit old for that now.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a sort of like, after I was like moaning on last week's podcast about being awake and all sorts of things. This last week I have made sure that I've got up early and gone running and had drink during the week and gone to do circuit class at like 6:15 in the morning on the beach, which is hardcore. I'm like so bad at everything.
Oh, I was very impressed.
So bad.
I keep seeing her tagging you in the stories, and you're doing really well.
Well, I've just decided that I've got to stop doom scrolling and get out of bed, basically. That's my one change. No, two changes I've done this week. Stopping doom scrolling, getting out of bed. And I actually put some batteries in my scales, which is not that my self-worth is kind of tied up by a number on a scale. But I think if you don't check in, you don't, like, you're just a bit like, oh, okay, so I should have some more vegetables then and fruit. So yeah, this week I've like really tried to and also I don't hate good food and I don't hate exercise. I am bloody awful at doing circuits though. Like everyone that's younger than me is very springy. They seem to be able to spring into their kind of mountain climbers and their burpees and spring into things. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not springing. At the moment, I'm definitely kind of like slowly moving between exercises. So yeah, but that was my kind of plan. So I've signed up for a month's worth of like early morning.
It's good. Very good.
Yeah, circuits. And actually had a Saturday off this week. So bizarrely, I don't feel like normally on a Monday I've got lots of thoughts and musings and things in my head because I've had a few solid days of like one-to-ones with brides and things, but weirdly this week we had the content day on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Then Friday was a lot of clearing up from the content day and doing other bits and pieces, and then Saturday I had a Saturday off, because basically my daughter Georgia was down and it was a sort of birthday treat weekend basically. So yeah, I feel like my thoughts on bridal this week are a bit like, nah.
What's that?
What is it I do for a job again? And I should be really paying attention because Rosie's gone on holiday as well. So I am literally left.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Oh yeah, Rosie's on holiday this week. So hello, scare her. My thoughts about bridal are like a bit less kind of like fresh, although I have been stalking images of Lauren Sanchez, like Jeff Bezos' wife's wedding, and multiple outfits and what the guests were wearing and things like that. I know, right? I thought
a bit much.
Yeah, it was very. Do you know what I mean? I think it was another Dolce and Gabbana dress. Do you know what I mean? So it was like nice, but the whole thing I feel feels a bit sort of uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I did see somebody post the cover of Vogue with her on it, and it was like, this is the reason Anna Wintour stepped down. It's like a meme of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I don't think it was a Vogue moment, but there we go. So, but I am going to do, it was really, actually, it was, it's quite, I still thought it was quite interesting that it was quite covered though, but I don't know, I don't think it is, I don't think it's Vogue weddings or Vogue bridal worthy. And there was that some kind of lame excuse that she was basing it off some vintage what was the actresses? Oh my god, literally cut this bit out.
Grace
I'm so
Kelly,
dull.
not Grace Kelly.
No, it wasn't Grace Kelly. It was inspired by someone else. I can't remember. I literally feel like that is like not exciting. But she's had some good dresses on. But I mean, it is like pages and pages and pages of coverage of it. So of like, you know, the world's richest person and someone. Again, I don't think she's very young, is she?
She's 55.
Yeah, which is I think that's probably one of the best takeaway from it, though. Because, you know, when people ask us about what to wear when they're slightly older, it's like, well, just wear everything you want. You know, it seems that's very much the thing you can do. So,
okay. Well, we do have some kind of bridal things to talk about, don't we? I think we should talk about what we actually created at Content Day last week and what people can look forward to seeing on our feeds over the next month or so.
Yes, absolutely. You have a list?
Yes. So I think we've got lots of exciting things to share.
Did we actually get the new jackets on? We did, didn't we?
The tops. The tops.
Yeah, the whole thing is a blur to me. I can't even remember what went on, to be fair.
It was so busy. We crammed in so much. I feel like towards the end we all kind of got a bit grumpy because we'd done so much.
Yeah. The thing is, I think coming off the back of me sort of slightly raging about like TikTok and things like that on last week's podcast, I think at some point, like Ruby the model was so beautiful that at some point I wanted just to slow the whole proceedings down and just capture really strong editorial images, you know, like quite nuanced, quite quiet, just really beautiful. But, you know, yeah, I know full well that the stuff that we do on TikToks and the reels and the little videos that does so much more for us in terms of reach.
Yeah, I do think we need to get Ruby back for an actual shoot, an editorial shoot, not a content day where we're trying to get as much video content as possible for reels. We need to just do a shoot with her because I think she was so beautiful. It would be nice to do that.
Yeah, she was, and lovely. But she's only around, I think, in the summer. She's from New Zealand, so I think
she goes home, I think. Yeah. So we'll have to get her back before she goes.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Yes. And so what we got was, so we did all of the new Divine Atelier dresses. Well, not all of them, all the ones that we had that time. We borrowed, we borrowed some. So there was the Kaya though, which we do already have. We put that on her, didn't we?
Yeah, good. I loaded that up with a whole load of gold jewellery from Freya Rose as well, which was really nice. Freya's got some really lovely new gold chains and bits and pieces, which I've actually sitting next to here. I've got today. It's a bit like clearing up from Christmas. I've got to do returns for the anthropology shoes that we didn't do, the Sister Jane dress that I didn't wear, and the jewellery that I borrowed's got to go back. So I've got a whole admin day to kind of get everything back, which is somewhat not as much fun as getting the things in the first place.
Yeah, the less fun bit.
But that Kaya dress looked really amazing on her. And we hadn't done a fitting with Ruby, and she showed up and heavenly face. But she was slim, as all models, you know, are slim, but with a bust and really narrow hips. So actually, the Divine Ateliers were a really good choice for that figure shape, because generally the dresses we picked had either got dropped waists, so that could give, so the draping on the skirts gave a little bit more hip definition. So Kaya was really, really good on her. Yeah, great dress. And we just kind of styled it to look very London-y and very kind of, you know, urban, so that it wouldn't actually have to, you know, didn't the sort of thing that you could wear and not look out of place in a city centre.
Yeah, perfect. And there are a couple of others in there, which were the Piper, which is the kind of straps corset one, and the Poppy.
Poppy, and did we do the two big old dresses as well? There was one.
We did Sandra, which is the one that had its own separate video, separate reel, because that's the one we styled kind of classic and then kind of like really like over the top outrageous. It was inspired by November Rain by Guns N' Roses, which you had to hilariously introduce to all of the youngsters.
Like, even the concept of music videos is a bit of an anathema to them, isn't it?
I know.
Did we not shoot that other one with the one leg out as well?
Yeah, that one's Piper or Poppy. We had Piper, Poppy, and Kaya in that video,
And
Sandra was the other one. So we did 4.
Okay.
But I can't remember which one's Piper and which one's Poppy.
Mhm.
We've only just got them, so I don't know them yet.
Well, we haven't actually got them. This is the only problem. It's
No, we haven't even got them yet.
Yes. I can't. Yeah, there was a little chat with. There's a little WhatsApp group with the stockists of Divine Atelier that I'm in, and they were saying that they'd been sent the pictures of the new dresses, and I said we don't usually share content or pictures until we've actually physically got our own samples in. So it might be a while before some of those reels are out in front of the public.
Yes, yeah, we won't share them until they arrive. So yeah, Piper is the one, the strapless one, with the kind of like flowers on the bodice.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The other one was Poppy, which is the one with the one leg out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Honestly, I have great listening, everybody.
I feel like you might be the editing on this. I feel like you might get about 5 minutes of useful talk today, because I don't think either of us was like, yeah, I can't even remember what I do for a job. I can tell you what a lovely weekend I've had. It's been really nice.
Okay. Oh no, I'm trying. I did say to you, I hope you've got something interesting to say today, because I don't.
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, I just don't know that I do necessarily have like a gripping insight into bridal stuff. I forgot to put on Instagram, has anybody got any questions? I haven't had anything to really kind of feed off from a bride, because I didn't really see anybody on between Thursday, Friday or Saturday. And so very much most of the things that I think about really come on the sort of back of reflections on things that, you know, I've talked about with clients. I don't even think I'd actually even see a real client on like Friday. I can't even think.
Well, anyway, we did a really great video as well, which is how to wear your items again after the wedding. So we've got that really great blazer that's coming from Jesus Peiro. And then you showed lots of ways that you can wear that blazer again.
Yeah, including the sparkly pants and bra that you're like so triggered about. I would be interested to see how that looks in the mix.
I'm not that triggered about it. I'm not that triggered. I just was like, who's going to wear this and when?
Oh, talking of which, I'm just wondering where my I had a parcel that didn't turn up in time from Zara with another bra in it. No idea where it's gone.
The studded one.
The studded bra that didn't turn up in time for the shoot, that you'll be delighted didn't turn up in time. I'm just having that sort of moment of thinking, what the hell is that? I need to send that back as well. So, yeah, because obviously a studded bra, me, I was like, I'd love to be able to wear a studded bra, but that was what I like. It was bad enough being in a bikini all day yesterday, but I refused to not be in a bikini. You know, like I feel like those, when people talk about going to like having a beach body, it's like you have got a body, take it to the beach. That was definitely me yesterday. I was like on a beach in a bikini, not feeling super skinny or super toned, and I just don't care. I'm like, I can't bear the 2 big old lady black swing costumes that I've got that are just hot and horrible. So yep, there I was, bikini bod yesterday. But weirdly, we had this incident when we got back from the beach. We were going to have a barbecue, and so Marshy managed to carry in some tray of rotting chicken fat / grease / oil that had been in the barbecue since the last time we barbecued, and then spilled it all over the kitchen floor, and it smelled like rotting flesh. And I had to literally, in my bikini, actually I was on my hands and knees scrubbing the floor, then bleaching the floor, and then like bleaching everything else, because it smelled like someone had died in the house basically. William got back from work and he's like, what are you doing? Why are you cleaning the floor in your underwear? I was like, I'm not cleaning the floor in my underwear. This is my bikini. It's a very big difference there between that. But yeah, and Margie managed to literally, it was like, make the whole kitchen smell like rancid meat. Nasty. Particularly, as I say, as we have two vegans that live here. They love that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet that they really love that. Well, this is glamorous listening.
I know, honestly, I swear to God,
You wanted to hear about bridal, but no, you can listen to chat about rotten chicken. Yes.
So actually, no, I mean, yes. So right. So you can cut all of that bit out. Nobody needs to hear that.
I'm not going to, because we're only at 16 minutes. I'm going to need to fill this podcast with something.
Yeah, like we're super professional. We're not even professional. No one's paying us to do this. We don't have any advertisers or sponsors. So like, if we have got like, if the reality of running a bridal shop is like content days, wow, loads of money and a whole day to keep the internet happy. It's a lot, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we're good at it. I think it looked beautiful. I think the model was beautiful. The flowers were incredible, I thought. Probably dead as a dodo today. But yeah, it is quite exhausting, because it is just more of that opinion. So whatever opinion you thought you were ever going to get out of me today was kind of like, you got it on Thursday. Yeah. Anything I had to say is there for the very hungry caterpillar that is, our social media channels, which is, it was really good. I really thoroughly enjoyed playing dress up with that Jesus Peiro satin tux jacket. I wanted one of those in the collection for a long time, and the satin trousers, they also were really amazing as well. And I think that's the sort of, I think the growing trend, if I had to, identify one with the Jesus Peiro thing, is that wardrobe building from their collections. You can just mix and match in various little tops and trousers, and it was really good to play with, really fun to play with. Genuinely, like, wear again options on the items, basically. So
yeah. And you love that jacket so much, you've got one in your size, haven't you?
Yes, of course. Not yet. It's not in yet, but I mean, we are expecting to have the whole of the new Jesus Peiro collection, or our edit of what we've ordered, should be with us. They try and get most things to us before they close, which is for their August Spanish break, which is the majority of August. So we should get most of our new pieces before the beginning of August, and that's where one of your projects that you've got to do now is to start promoting that new collection.
Yeah, so the trunk show starts on the 2nd, doesn't it? And then we've got the launch event on the 3rd, Sunday the 3rd of August.
Yeah.
So,
I need to get a crew together for that as well. So far I've only booked Carol Ann for makeup and Sophie Duckworth for photos. Yeah.
I thought you said you'd had Jill as well for flowers.
Oh, Jill Pike for flowers. Pike. Yeah, so I do have some key people. Yeah, but I haven't thought about anything any snacks.
Oh, I can't wait to have Sophie back. I've missed Sophie. We've not had Sophie for a while now.
I know.
Our dates just haven't been lining up, have they?
You always know that she finds something really incredible, and it is really hard, because basically, to the casual observer, it's the same building with the same staff and wedding dresses that are our taste. So to some photographers, I don't think they find that interesting to photograph. But
no, I won't name names. But I've had a photographer come and I've been like, "Can you get some pictures of the interior?" And they've said, "Oh, what's changed since last time?" And it's like, well, a lot. There's different dresses on display. There's different things in the cubby holes, different flowers. It is different.
I know, and that constant need for imagery, is undeniable. And it's an imagery of a quality that is right for our brand as well, as opposed to iPhone pictures, which are great, and it's also great to do bits of the behind the scenes content for reels and things on iPhones, but really you do need. But I mean, I just remember I think one of my favorite ever images of Sophie, she got a Suzanne Neville designer day where somebody had bought their baby And there was just this beautiful light and that kind of real kind of person in a wedding dress, and then babies and prams and bits and pieces, which could sound like it should make a beautiful photo, but it was that absolutely the most kind of like the most typical almost image you could possibly think of bridal shop, where all aspects of femininity combine. And so and it was lit beautifully and framed beautifully. So she is always going, yeah. So I'm very delighted to get her back. Obviously, we get some new outfits on. She also does really good pictures of me as well.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have
It's
to
all
decide
about
what to
me.
wear.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all about me.
The collection is called Perla, isn't it? So it's all pearl inspired. So maybe you could be like a pearly
Honestly,
queen.
though, to be fair, I mean, we all know I love Jesus Peiro to pieces. Lovely, like really long-term working relationship, all that kind of stuff. Fuck, nothing in that collection says Perla to me.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. There's not even any pearls on anything. So I don't know. I think that there was some like extended nonsense about it. I can't remember. I think I've seen
Like this iridescence or something, wasn't it?
and the
Of the
sort
pearls
of like rarity and beauty or something. But it's a stretch.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It was a stretch calling it Perla. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's a lingerie brand called La Perla
La
as well.
Perla, yeah.
So it's kind of, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that for like any kind of.
But I do.
theme.
I love the idea of you being the pearly queen of Ripley. With like, you know, like with we could get you a pearl and custard jacket with Miss Bush on the back.
Oh my God! I look like Elvis in the Vegas years. I'm not sure that I will look like a pearly king or queen, but yeah, Perla. I don't know how we're going to theme that. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to be too literal about it. And then when I went really hard on doing the kind of nymphas, I was like, I was so entranced by the nymphas thing, but then I completely overdid it. I don't think anybody knew what I was doing.
No.
You know, I'd got a whole artist drawing on the mirrors and everything and creating a sort of like...
It was amazing. I loved it though. And like we had the whole overgrown like arch on the outside, like it had just nature taken over. And I made like a really gorgeous mood board for it as well. And I really like the branding.
Did Georgia sing at that as well?
Yeah, she did. It was a really good event.
Yeah, it was a really good event, wasn't it? Yes. But I feel like, and that's when we were doing sort of a separate events to when people just came as guests and didn't try things on. And we've kind of moved it on from that now a bit, haven't we? So it doesn't turn it into a gigantic folly of my imagination, because some of these things, when I do those things, they end up being quite expensive.
Yeah.
So...
Well, so I think what we did last year is we had people coming for appointments throughout the day, and then there was like a little party at the end. Was it?
Was there a little party? No, I think it was just us, wasn't it? Didn't we have like?
Was there? Yeah, there was a party because I used my new camera for the video.
Are you sure?
I think so.
No, that was the Suzanne Neville day. There was a little party at the end.
The Lumiere event. I think it was. Yeah.
You sure it wasn't us just drinking afterwards?
No, Miss Bush Lumiere event. That was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then
Oh yeah, there wasn't. No, it was just the all-day thing.
Yeah.
Oh and yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, and we had Chloe there, and I did like the photos outside. Yeah. What was the one I did? Oh, it's the Lovely Job Live that I did the video for. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. They're all blowing into one.
I know, one big marketing event after another. No, and then last year was Lumiere, was it? That was that one. And then that wasn't the time that we had the food truck. That was the
35 event. That was the year before. And that was all like Barcelona themed, and we did like the arch design on the branding. Not the arch, the window, the stained glass window.
Well, God, what
so
we did
much.
This time.
I want to like put every year like in one thing to be like, these are all of our Jesus events over the years. Maybe I'll do that.
I really liked the one we did when we did that very graphic, like the sort of based on the Gaudi kind of mosaics. That was good as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was good. And Gail did the arch that year, and she put like big like metal very abstract
frames in there.
Yeah, that was really cool. Oh, we've done so much cool stuff.
I know, right? Considering today we've got nothing to talk about and no imagination, I wonder how we ever managed to pull that out of the bag, to be quite honest. I don't know. I feel like Perla is a bit of a stretch. I can't.
Well, I've had an idea. So how about we do like the birth of Venus, and we have like seashells, and like it's like pearls, but like from under the sea, like mermaids.
My God. I feel like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I don't know. I feel like it should be a good tie-in to give away some like pearl earrings or something for someone. So,
yeah. If anybody wants to do a giveaway, we'll do it.
So, yeah. And also, like, we need to come up with an idea soon, because I'd quite like to get those t-shirts made.
Mm.
Like, I know we've given away those kind of I'm a JP bride or Jesus Peiro bride, and people have always liked those. But now I have found someone that actually does their own screen printing. I kind of think that we should have
bush ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was thinking that I should have like things that have got like some of my most used phrases on it.
Oh yeah, I think so. Although one of your most used phrases is Caitlin Moran's, isn't it? Future you. It's Caitlin Moran's. Yeah. Your future you will have on. What is it?
Photos of you today, yeah.
Of you today, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could use Caitlin Moran. I mean, you could credit on the t-shirt.
Just put her name on it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. She'll love that.
Yeah. Future you. It's perving on you. I've saw that, yeah, so I feel like we need to get our act together on that reasonably soon, to be honest. So
yeah. Okie dokie.
Yeah, like this week though. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've got about a month to promote it then.
Okay, Perla. Well, all I can say is like I love Jesus Peiro, but I will not be branding it in the same way that they have. They had that Perla, and there was like a glued on pearl in the middle of the R.
Yeah, and there was the big R that looked like the Sisyphus boulder about to roll down the hill, didn't it? So
yeah, it did.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
No.
Yeah, I'll give it some thought today as I am like casting around the place, thinking about things basically. So, but, yeah,
I'll get on Pinterest. That's some like good kind of thing to do when your brain's a bit.
I also saw that. I was just going to look something up. I treated Georgia to a massage at the weekend, which is like based on it was very White Lotus. It's called a Lomi Nui massage, which is based like Hawaiian kind of massage. But the woman that does it has just written me an email starting Aloha, Emma.
Oh,
sweet, but like really but it does make me feel quite White Lotus, like season 1. So I know Georgia said it was amazing. She did a 2-hour massage. I don't even know that I could cope with a 2-hour massage.
No, I don't think I could. I'd be like, is it time to go yet?
No, Georgia said she was completely naked as well.
Oh, wow.
2-hour massage.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, I've treated Georgia to like, like ultimate sort of like relaxation thing. So we had she had this I think the company's called, anyway, she's Pauline, it's called Makana Massage Therapy, so that's in Southsea. So she had that. I picked up the necklace I had made for her from Charlotte Cornelia, so like the necklace made out of my wedding ring and engagement ring from my first marriage to George's dad.
Aww.
So she's got something that's now done and worn, and she can wear that and have that as a kind of like a little treasure. And then in a very super middle class way, I got one of my yoga teachers to come to the house, and we had a yoga session in the back garden here.
Oh wow.
You know, right?
That's nice.
Yeah, and then we were going to go down for a last minute kind of like sea swim, and didn't. But then we just went to the briny and sat out on the terrace overlooking the sea for dinner, which was very nice.
Was it a special birthday? Was it her 30th?
No, she's 27.
Georgia. Oh, she's not 30 yet. Sorry, Georgia. Just sounded like a special birthday.
Yeah. No, she's just very stressed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, she is going through some big stuff right now with her record contracts and.
Yeah, I know, right? It all sounds very exciting, but yeah, no, it wasn't. It was just like just a birthday. Well, and also like it was Harvey's birthday last week as well. So the dinner was really for both of them as a birthday treat, but it was really good, full of all the like oysters and ceviche and seafood. She had lobster thermidor and all that sort of stuff. So it was very nice.
Nice.
So, and then all the food was really good.
I'll be heading to yours on my birthday.
So we actually managed to, then we had a beach day yesterday, so we were on the beach and swimming and all that sort of stuff. So it's very nice.
Okay.
And I managed to put pretty much enough factor 50 on not to be burnt too many places, although I have actually got like the bit that you always forget is the bit on your bum by your bikini bottoms. Do you know what I mean? So I do look slightly, I've been slapped on the bottom. Okay.
God, the amount of sunburn I saw yesterday at Crystal Palace, like men with just like bright red necks, and then they would have taken their tops off, so they're like completely white bodies and then just the reddest necks that they've burnt. Oh, horrible.
Yeah, we're not very...
And then just taking their tops off so that the rest of their body can join in. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, George's boyfriend, got really burnt himself yesterday, so yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well, I was very like pale girl summer, covered myself in 50 everything.
So this is your task this week though, is to kind of channel Barcelona, Perla and stuff, and we need to get that out. We need to get that promoted because the collection is really good.
It is really good.
Well, so I feel like your list is long.
Oh, I'm not. I've got that. I've got Chloe's stuff to get out, the video. I've got obviously all of my reels, the Nautier website, because I've got my husband. He's a web developer. He's got some bits he's got to fix for me, so he's doing that this week. Obviously I'm promoting all the new JP dresses, which I've put on the website now. The first 4 that have arrived. Lots to do. And it's fine though, because I really wanted to get last week over with, because I obviously had the content day, which for me is a lot of travel as well. I did like 6 hours of driving, getting there and back. And then I obviously had Deftones yesterday as well. So kind of like for ages I've been having that looming up in my calendar, and just now that it's done, I feel like I've got no big things to do for a while. Apart from the fact that school finishes next Tuesday for the summer holiday.
God.
I know. No, but Felix is fine. Like, he'll just like do his own thing. He's just started using a program called Scratch, which is for designing your own computer games. So he's really into that right now. So he's going to be making his own computer game over the summer.
Oh my God, I can sense that I'm going to be told about this at length as well, and I'm going to have to feign interest.
Yep, you really are.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just take him for cockles, and then we just keep him quiet with cockles.
Oh, he would love that. Yeah, I need to put that in my diary as well. Yeah. Come and visit Auntie Emma.
I'm also going to add the fact I don't know where that Zara stuff is to return to my list of things to do today. And wages, which literally is what I should be doing right now, is actually paying people.
Oh yeah, I'll send you my invoice after this.
Yeah.
Right, we're at 34 minutes and we've not really said anything interesting.
I still don't think it's bad that we we're not ragey. I've kind of chilled myself out by doing exercise. It's sunny. We got our content done. Do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Exactly. I don't think every podcast has to be like full of exciting, interesting stuff. Like, it's just our weekly podcast. It's not like... it's fine. But I do just want to talk about a couple more of the videos that we have, just so people know what to look forward to.
Okay.
So we did the 2666 dress by Jesus Peiro, which is like the strapless floral brocade. And Ben did this video, and it was how different petticoats can change the whole look of your dress, which was really fun.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, because you weren't in it. Ben was.
So what I was doing, just gassing away. Yeah, that dress is very beautiful as well, and the petticoats do change things. But again, it's one of those things with petticoats. It's like, to me, it almost seems like paint drawing discussing petticoat size. But
yeah, but for people that have never worn a wedding dress before, they just wouldn't even think about it. It's like when I always say to you that, like, people get excited by pockets, and last week we said to the model, put your hand in the pocket, and she was like, oh my god, it's got pockets. And I was like, see? like no, people that don't work in bridal, they don't know that a dress could have pockets. Okay. It's exciting for other people, Emma. Yes.
Yeah, pockets.
And then I also did some casual videos of you just chatting about dress shopping, about the experience, and giving some advice, which I really liked. I really liked those videos. We put you in the little changing room surrounded by flowers.
Yeah, no, that was good. I can't really remember. The thing is, it's a bit like the podcast. I can't remember what I've said. I have to listen to it back straight away when you put it out, because I'm like, what on earth did we talk about? Today's it's going to be like, didn't talk really much about anything at all, to be honest.
Recap, rotten chicken. Emma sang Any Old Iron.
Well, because you want me to be a pearly queen. But we definitely need to think about that Perla thing. I just don't feel like it's the most exciting or relevant like name for a collection. I could, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't. I can't really think of what to hang it off. And also, like, pearls have been such big news for like
people do still really love them though. They do still love them.
Yeah.
But I googled Perla, and it says it's a feminine name of Italian and Spanish origin, meaning pearl. It's a name associated with beauty, elegance, and rarity, reflecting the value and preciousness of a pearl. So maybe like rare items could be our theme. It just sounds rude.
I just feel like we did that kind of that Lumiere, whatever it was, last year, and we put all that kind of honesty, that dried flower stuff, and it was nice, and we kind of done all the kind of stuff around the doors and everything, but I just don't think that seems pearly to me, so I don't really want to do that again.
Because it was all about light and reflections and iridescence, wasn't it? And it's kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe something nautical is an idea, but not. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do the Venus, like goddess Venus.
I feel like there's got some naffness there. Can you imagine? It'd be like having a plinth. We could just stick inside a big shell in the shop and get people to stand on it and take a selfie. And it just sounds quite naff. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure about it. And also that one of my favourite bits in the collection, like the little polar neck, sparkly tops, those long sleeves beaded tops, the trousers, the tucks, some of the vintage like 50s inspired pieces. They're not really, none of that says pearl to me.
No, it doesn't.
So, yeah.
Okay, we'll have a think and stay tuned, everybody, to see what we come up with.
Yes.
It'll be great. Whatever we do, it will be great.
Yeah, that will be good. But I just need to come up with something that's
let us know what you think. If anybody's listening and they're like, I've got a great idea.
Do you think anyone will still be listening now? Oh my God, they will have literally switched off by now because they're like, what are these two rambling on about? Padding, filling airtime. No.
We know that Sharon will be listening in her car and Caroline will be listening on her walk. So hi guys.
Maybe Marion, maybe Jax from our class. Yeah, absolutely. So
your friend
Will still on. Do what?
Your friend Will be listening as well. Yeah. He left us a lovely comment the other day. Anyway, on that note, let's bail. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And we will see you all next Sunday.
See you, babes. See you then. Bye.